Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake-up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are going to say some nice things about ourselves today. Welcome to Season 2. I have already once before gone through my I Am deck. This deck is full of positive affirmations, and in Season 1 we went through all of these positive affirmations, and I led you guys in a simple exercise of saying nice things about ourselves. So I would just ask if you are the affirmation on the card, and you will respond, I am the affirmation on the card. And then we'll discuss why that is true. Here in Season 2, I'm actually exploring the idea of the opposites. So when I thought about doing this card deck again, I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I did the first time. The first time I went through the card deck, we affirmed it, we affirmed each other. It was a wonderful thing. But as I came through and wanted to do it again, I really wanted to integrate my intuition card deck. Now, my intuition card deck, it's called an Intuity deck. And the Intuity deck is basically just full of all of these abstract images that are highly evocative, and they are just based on archetypes that are found that we understand exist inside of all of us. And the card that I pulled in order to really define this season is this one. This card is called the Temperance, or the Opposites. And I bet you can probably see why it's called the Opposites. And I just wanted to read what the meaning of this card is before we get started and pull our I Am card for the day. So I'll just read this right out of the guide. So this is the reconciliation of the opposites. It recalls the theme of the double, which we can find in the duality of Jekyll-Hyde, Frankenstein monster, or good and bad. This issue traces the tendency to organize everything following the positive-negative pattern. So we divide our features into qualities and flaws, values and deviations, virtues and vices. Suppressing what we perceive as negative might lead to a split into two distinct entities, which opens the door to schizophrenia. This symbol invites to find a peaceful balance between the two sides so that they can harmoniously coexist. The good mitigates the bad doesn't allow the good to be walked all over. When the disease and the cure are already inside us, all we need is our own venom to cleanse. The question is, what are my worst flaws? What are my weaknesses? How can I use them in a positive way? Why don't I already do it? If I do it, how can I do it more and better? So, one of the primary pieces of critical feedback that I get from this show is, from people saying, well, we can say nice things about ourselves all day long, but that doesn't negate the fact that occasionally we present the opposite of what we prefer to be. And that's absolutely true. So in true intuition card fashion, this card causes me to ask a really valuable question about what how do we reconcile the fact that we have flaws inside of us, and how do we turn our flaws into qualities, which is really the message of this card. And so this entire season 2, is going to be about the intuition card, or it's going to be about the I Am card. And also, it's going to be about the opposite of the I Am card, and how the opposite of the I Am card can really help us to learn and about ourselves. And so today, we are working with a card from the I Am deck, right off the top of the deck. And this one is, I am open. I am open. My heart and mind have no boundaries. So I am open. My heart and mind have no boundaries. Are you open? You are open. Your heart and mind have no boundaries. Let's take a moment and claim that card by writing it down in the comments. I am open. We've said it out loud, and now we're going to write it down in the comments. Our hearts and minds have no boundaries. What a I love it. No limiting beliefs I'm seeing. I love the whole concept. Yeah, limiting beliefs is one of the first things that I learned when I realized that I was standing in my own way. When One day I woke up and I was like, wait a minute, my life isn't the way that I want it to be, and it's not because I'm being oppressed by an invisible oppressor. It's because I'm being oppressed by myself, because I'm not allowing myself to be, do, and have what I want. And why is that? And even to this very day, I still ask myself that question. I'm like, if I want it, why don't I let myself have it? I don't get it. So I am open today, and we are open today. And openness means that we are open to new ideas, we're open to new ways of being. And whenever we don't allow ourselves to have something, whenever we think that we're closed to something, whenever we recognize that we're closed to something, we have to ask ourselves why that is. Because examining why we're closed to something allows us to be open to it, and allows us to be open to it in a more healthy way. A lot of times the things that we want to be, that we want but we don't let ourselves have, it's because we're not allowing ourselves to have it in a way that's healthy or congruent for us. And so, I find in my own life that sometimes when something is available to me and I really want it, but I cannot let myself have it for whatever reason, it's because the thing that I want isn't necessarily good for me, but the energy of what I want, the feeling that it evokes, the feeling that I would receive or that I think that I would receive from the thing that I think that I want, can be achieved in a different way. And so I have to examine the places that I'm closed. Examining the places that I'm closed allows me to be more open. And it allows us to be more open too. So let's examine the places that we're closed. Let's examine the places where we're like, oh my goodness, everything is going well. We're about to get exactly what we want. Let's throw a wrench in that works. Let's self-sabotage. Let's put the brakes on really, really quick. Let's hurt ourselves. Because in doing that, we can find freedom. In just examining these things, we can find freedom. We can find freedom by examining the places that we close ourselves off to the things that we'd rather be open to, and ultimately find a way around. When we put an insurmountable obstacle in our own way, that's just an invitation to ourselves to find a way around it, up it, over it, through it, and to do that work, to do that mental work, that spiritual work, to find the clarity necessary to truly be open, to new experiences, new ways of being, and to allow ourselves to be a different version than we were beforehand. Ultimately, we're always transforming, we're always changing, and the ways that we are open are the doors through which that change occurs. And when we shut those doors on ourselves, we do ourselves a disservice, but we also do ourselves a service, because we recognize that perhaps the thing that we really wanted, our intuition is telling us, even if we don't understand it completely, that there is some danger there. And it would be foolhardy to say there's no danger whatsoever. It is wise to say what's stopping me and why. And sometimes the danger isn't real, but sometimes it is. And discretion and discernment are some of the prizes that we get just from getting older and accumulating the more time on this earth. So I am open today, and I recognize when I'm closed that there is something there that needs to be examined. And you're open today too. So let's approach the world today with an open heart. And when something happens that causes us to feel like we're closed up, let's examine that thing and understand, is it a real fear? Is it a contrived fear? Or is it perhaps that the thing that we would like to be open to is not necessarily in our own highest and best interest and good, or the highest and best interest and good of the people around us? Guys, if you need to have one of these affirmations and you need these to be cataloged in a better way, I have these all on my YouTube channel, which is linked in the video description. I really appreciate it when folks go over there. I actually had somebody the other day go through a bunch of my videos and just dislike them all. Thanks, random internet stranger. You are convincing me that I am on the right path. So it's very amusing to me that when that sort of thing happens. But it's really nice when it just makes me feel a lot happier and truly appreciate when the people who view this channel and appreciate this message go through and watch them all and like them and comment them and share them and all that other fun stuff that basically tells the nameless, faceless algorithm that YouTube uses that this stuff is worth spreading. So if these ideas are worth spreading, I really appreciate you guys for sharing them. Thank you so much, and aloha from paradise.